Hello everybody, it's a Professor Rich, and today I'm going to do a video on idioms by request. So what's an idiom? Well, an idiom is a group of words together, like an expression, and the meaning of those words cannot be understood by simply looking at the individual words. So that means that technically some shorter phrasal verbs are also idioms. But today we're going to mainly look at longer expressions and longer phrasal verbs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an example or two, and I'd like you to try and guess the general meaning. You don't necessarily have to get the meaning exactly, but just get an idea in your head. Try to think, what could this mean? And then I'll give you the definition. And I think this form of working with language is the best way of working with it. You get some people and they sort of want to look up the definition straight away, and there's other people who sort of never look up the definition, and I think that the best way is somewhere in the middle, that you first try to guess the general meaning and then you kind of concrete that by looking at the definition, and that is what we're going to do today. Okay. So, let me give you an example. This is see eye to eye. I don't like working with him because we don't see eye to eye. And another example. They've been in there in the meeting for hours and they can't agree. They just don't see eye to eye. So it should be quite obvious now that see eye to eye means to agree with each other or to be in agreement. So if you find someone who you see eye to eye with, it means you kind of have the same opinions and feelings as them. You tend to agree with them. Okay. Number 2. Piece of cake. Rich, can you sort this out? Piece of cake. Rich, could you show me how to do this? Yeah, no problem. I'll show you. It's a piece of cake. Piece of cake. So piece of cake, and that's the pronunciation there. Piece of cake. So piece of cake means it's really easy. No problem. Method to my madness. I know it looks weird, but there's a method to my madness. It looks a little bit strange, but there is a method to my madness. A method to my madness. So a method to my madness means that I do know what I'm doing. And I do have a plan, although it might not appear so from the outside. So, for example, you could come into my office. This is my office, but I have this wall here so you can't see what's going on because basically it's a mess. There's stuff everywhere. There's all kinds of stuff going on. And to other people, it might look like I'm just insanely disorganized. But there is a method to my madness. Okay, number 4. Takes 2 to tango. You're blaming everything on her, but it takes 2 to tango. So, It takes two to tango means that there's two people who hold some responsibility for something that's happened, normally negative. And one person is getting the blame, but you're saying, well, hang on a minute. It takes two to tango. There were two people who were responsible for this. Give the benefit of the doubt. Maybe we should give them the benefit of the doubt. No one's got any proof of what happened. The benefit of the doubt. So if you give someone the benefit of the doubt, then that means that you say, well, we don't know. We don't know if they caused these problems. We have no proof. So how about we believe them? Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Innocent until proven guilty. All right. Number 6. Don't give up the day job. La 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 la. Rich. Don't give up your day job, mates. So don't give up your day job means when someone's doing something, for example, trying acting, singing, or something along those lines, someone might comment, don't give up your day job. And that means, well, if I were you, I wouldn't consider a professional singing career or acting career or whatever particular thing that person's doing when you say, don't give up your day job. Play devil's advocate. This one I love. The world is definitely round. Just to play devil's advocate, what proof do you actually have that the world's round? Just to play devil's advocate. So, just to play devil's advocate means I don't necessarily disagree or agree with what you're saying, but I'm just going to present the opposite argument just to play devil's advocate. Be glad to see the back of. I'll be glad to see the back of that girl. She was definitely a troublemaker. I'll be glad to see the back of her. Glad to see the back of someone. So if you're glad to see the back of someone, it's not really that idiomatic. Glad to see the back of someone, it means you're kind of relieved or happy that they're going. And normally because they were causing some sort of problems for you. And finally, at the drop of a hat. I asked her to sort it out, and she did, at the drop of a hat. And another example. If you need help with anything, just let me know, and I'll come and sort it out at the drop of a hat. At the drop of a hat. So, at the drop of a hat means like that, instantly. Without waiting, it's done. At the drop of a hat. Suddenly, immediately, instantly. This was a video on expressions, and this was actually a request that someone made on the YouTube channel with comments. I don't want to say their name in case they don't want me to say their name, but thank you very much for the request, mate, and To everyone else out there, please feel free to make requests in the comments. No guarantees that I will do it, but I'm always happy for a bit of inspiration. Like, subscribe on YouTube, share the video, even better, and all that good stuff. I got nothing else to say, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching, and catch you later. Thank you very much for watching. No. So this was a video.